All right. This is Business 495 Tiffany Case Analysis. This is Kevin Rhinehart reporting. The analysis of this report will evaluate the current position of Tiffany Company, identify its strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities that the company both uses and is challenged with. The significance of a brand will also be discussed, and recommendations to further improve company image and increase profitability will be given. The main focus to keep in perspective is that jewelry has been denoted with high class, wealth, and affluent lifestyles. After being founded by Charles Lewis Tiffany and John Young in 1937, Tiffany Company has risen from simple sales of $4.98 to become one of the most well-known jewelry retailers in the world, and has long been viewed as a premier and luxurious jewelry retailer for distinctive and wealthy consumers. The company began a trademark in 1845 when unveiling the Blue Book and expanded mail order catalog sales to include timepieces, silverware, perfume, and other fine luxury items. The company established a reputation by acquiring the Tiffany diamond, one of the largest yellow diamonds in the world, weighing in at 287 carats. Immediately after the Great Depression, the company moved its now acclaimed flagship store on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, New York. The company has changed owners several times since then, but has still maintained the same level of pristine that it has always kept, and still is at that same location on Fifth Avenue to this day. Tiffany Company has maintained a priority focus on luxury branded items. It has kept its mission statement to be the world's most respected jeweler strong, and it has upheld a no haggling policy with regards to pricing and quality. Strict hiring standards and strenuous training programs ensure the most knowledgeable and swift customer service experts are employed and remain employed at Tiffany Company. The brand created Blue Box that is given to every customer who purchases a Tiffany Company piece still remains as an honorable piece of memorabilia. The box itself is of little value. It is simply a blue box. What the blue box represents is the legacy and standard of luxurious quality and commitment to excellence that has been created by Tiffany Company for over a century. 90% of Tiffany Company's revenues does come from jewelry sales. Current goals to expand product lines have been evaluated in this report as well. This must be done delicately. Specializing in a particular market area allows a company to perfect its product and operation. The moment product lines are expanded to widen consumer appeal, the niche specialization and attention to quality and detail can quickly diminish. This is a concern for a company that prides itself on quality and exclusiveness. Company opportunities to expand are apparent in its partnership with Luxottica in 2006 and acquisition of Lamberton Truax in 2009. The company has expanded while maintaining its high image by creating luxurious sporting event awards, including the NASCAR Sprint Cup Trophy, the NFL Vince Lombardi Trophy, the Baseball World Series Trophy, and the PGA Tour Championship Trophy. Tiffany Company specifically pays close attention to the 4 C's of diamonds, which include carat, color, clarity, and cut. These are determining factors that differentiate an expensive quality diamond from a cheap second-hand diamond. The actual weight, color, clarity, and cut of the diamond determines the level of flawlessness of the diamond, which has been a top selling point of the Tiffany Company brand. Changes in industry, consumer trends, and education of the general public threaten Tiffany Company's market share when it comes to finer, higher-priced luxury items. The general consumer will not make a well-informed decision when purchasing luxury items such as jewelry, as the average consumer will only purchase such an expensive item a select few number of times in their lifetime. This is where Tiffany Company can capitalize on consumer education and emotional impulse purchasing. Tiffany Company will have competition from large box stores such as Blue Nile Incorporated, Zales, Kay Jewelers, and Jared, who is owned by Signet Group. These companies offer a slightly lower quality, mid-level product to the general masses of the population, but do not specifically focus on the 4 C's of diamond quality as heavily with the customer. The lack of consumer education and understanding of the customer leads to purchases of those lower quality products at lower prices. The naked, untrained consumer eye cannot qualify the level of competition that is challenging Tiffany Company. The company currently spends only 6% of sales on advertising. An obvious opportunity is presented to the company to increase this market share. That lack of consumer education of product and quality is challenging Tiffany's customer base. Opportunities Tiffany Company has included protecting products sold by providing appraisal services as well as ensuring options for those products sold. Online purchasing has become another opportunity as it is a normal means of consumer spending recently. The online experience allows the consumer to browse a larger range of products and combinations of products while not feeling pressured or uncomfortable with a salesperson whose entire job is to sell the product to the customer. Another opportunity to increase internet shopping options will allow a customer to custom build a piece of jewelry and then have it made in the store location. The jewelry industry is a $30 billion industry made up of over 56,000 businesses. This is a vast competition pool, and Tiffany Company must find a way to rise above that competition and make a well-established, luxurious brand become a household name and become associated with everyday living. The U.S. recession from 2006 to 2009 marked a pivotal point in consumer spending. Luxury items and frivolous spending such as lavish gifts, massages, pedicures, etc. have become the first expenses to be cut from consumer spending. Location of industry sales is important when considering this competition. 45% of the jewelry industry is in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic regions. 4 of the largest competitors account for 20% of the total market, but not any one company holds more than 10% of that jewelry market. Competition is stiff and fierce with low barriers, allowing new competition to enter into the markets easily. Signet Group, one of the main competitors, holds just shy of 10% of the industry market share. The 2006 to 2009 U.S. recession has trended a new version of consumers who are less discerned about where they purchase their jewelry and become more concerned about getting the biggest bang for their buck. This challenged the retailer brand as consumers realized they were paying a premium for a name attached to each jewelry item. Consumers began to focus on price and value more than brand. Good Morning America did do a study in 2006 which compared the jewelry offered from Costco to Tiffany Company. While Costco did not offer the level of ambiance and customer service that Tiffany Company has, Costco did undercut many of the prices of similar jewelry products to compensate. The study identified that in times of recession and/or consumers who are looking to get the most for the money they spend will sacrifice shopping experience for purchasing a ring in the same store in which they purchase their groceries. Recommendations is that Tiffany Company must maintain focused on the brand that it has been well established and maintain the intrinsic meaning and symbolization of the blue box that each item comes in while continuing to expand opportunities of high-end memorabilia such as champion sports trophies and rings. Tiffany Company needs to promote consumer education and focus on the quality of the products that are offered under the Tiffany Company name. The consumer advertising strategy must direct emotional responses and imprint a sense of entitlement to consumers who purchase Tiffany & Company products. The marketing strategy must make consumers feel better than someone who purchased jewelry elsewhere. The luxurious ambiance of Tiffany & Company must vamp up internet shopping selection opportunities and attract more online consumers. The status brand that has been created by Charles Louis Tiffany permanently defined the company as one of prestige and wealth, making the Tiffany name and the little blue box that accompanied it something that people not only coveted, but one that people couldn't afford. Tiffany & Company has established a image, vision, and direction. The future steps of the company must be taken while maintaining this level of high quality and service. Thank you.